Sorry, there's no time.
There's no time.
More screen, bigger face.
Wait, it's too much. Are we doing this? Are we live?
Yes.
Yay! Woo! What's this,
Speak for
episode
yourself.
26? I'm
Is it?
excited.
It's
Yeah,
half a year.
that is 6 months exactly.
Whoa.
Crap.
Congrats to us.
And we
Lots
apologize
changed
to
in
everyone
26
who's
months. Weeks.
We are amazing.
26 months.
26 months. That's more than half a year. That's 4 times a half a year. That's... Anyway, doesn't matter.
listening. We'll give you time.
Math,
Good banter.
not a strong
Good-
point.
Yeah.
Good banter, strong start.
I love your boxed coffee. Is that cold coffee or is it hot? I'm assuming
It's cold. It is
Yeah?
strong percolated iced coffee, is what it says in it. I would show it to you, but the camera was probably just going to get rid of it because it's blurry.
Is it like a sweet
Coffee
coffee?
chill.
It's not a face.
Like cream and sugar, like a sweet coffee, like a...
Yeah, it contains entirely too much sugar, and calorie wise is like 2 meals. But shut up.
Excellent.
But
But
that's the
it's
last
like
thing
a
we're going
large
to say about that.
Starbucks. It's like 1,600 calories and enough sugar for 5 men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was delicious.
Recommended daily intake, half a carton. Like, yeah, it's a carton.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
servings per cartridge.
It's my third
12.
one.
actually, does it have that on it? This would be great. Oh no, servings per pack 1. They're being very optimistic.
One half.
Yeah, exactly. But,
I love seeing servings on things. I'm like, this container's a serving. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I like it
Yeah.
when you get cans. That's my favorite, is when you get like a Red Bull can and it says there's 2 servings in it. Like, it's a can.
We'll
You
set
open it,
aside for
and then you
later,
consume it. You don't like.
for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we've got pizzas. I think I've mentioned this before. And servings per pizza, 5. It's like, what? What?
Who cuts their pizza like
Who
that?
cuts their?
anyway?
Yes, exactly. Nobody cuts their pizza like that.
You're making me do math to figure out the true caloric intake. I'll have to
Yeah.
multiply it by 5 and divide by 6. That's garbage. Or is that
I
just
like,
multiplied by 5, 6?
We have a chocolate biscuit called a Tim Tam, which is amazing. I think every
Yes.
Australian in the audience is probably going to shout out Tim Tams.
Tim-tam.
They used to come in packs of 11, which is a prime number, and I'm sure that's deliberate so that you can't divide a packet evenly. And then they would give you like a bonus extra where you could buy like a packet with more in it, and it would have 2 extra, so it'd be 13, which is the next prime number. And I'm sure it's deliberate. I'm sure that somebody sat down and went, in order to do this, someone is going to get an extra Tim Tam. And I just think that's genius level marketing right there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who is the favorite person in your friend group is what this is trying to say.
No, if you are the purchaser of the Tim Tams, you get the extra one, clearly.
What
Yeah,
what is a Tim Tam?
It's like
it's
a
a
Kit Kat on steroids.
It's like a ding dong or a ho ho. Come on.
It's like 2 chocolate biscuits held together with chocolate cream with chocolate on the outside.
It sounds like
it is-
that's like a ho ho, right?
No,
No.
no.
That's too
no,
many
it's
voices.
it's like it really is like it's. I can't describe it because it wouldn't do justice, but it's like a fat Kit Kat, but
Husky.
you know,
Husky. It's fine.
but better.
That's a lip flap.
Yeah, one of the places I was working, the Aussies would come in, and it was an alternate form of currency.
Yeah.
So
I was
I would like to
when I
purchase
was-
a car, and I have this carton of Tim Tams.
yes, and it worked.
Taking notes.
when I was working as a consultant, we went into a client meeting, and the client asked about a specific feature, and without giving away anything on his face, one of my colleagues said, "We'd like to implement that feature, but we're running dangerously low on Tim Tams." Every week for the rest of the project, the customer showed up with Tim Tams,
It worked.
and I have tried to replicate this experiment in every project I've been on.
Yeah, I usually order a pack of like 4 for every Christmas.
Tim Tams?
Yep. I brought them before at our home game. I brought one of our Christmas games. I brought a thing of them.
Really?
Yep.
I don't
Did
recall.
it make it to New Year's?
Oh no, gosh no.
Oh.
They,
It made it till 8 p.m.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. You
Yeah.
get there at
Yeah,
like
yeah.
9 at
Yeah,
until
we toss them in the freezer, and then
Yep.
you know.
That's the way to do it.
Looks like I
I will
can
send you.
order
I will send you Tim Tams when the international shipping crisis is over, Matt.
We can get them on Amazon in original double coat, chewy caramel, and white.
I'm a fan of the double coat. Stick them in the freezer. Break your
Mhm.
teeth on them. They're amazing.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep.
Best
like a
way
good
to
one.
consume.
Yeah, some people will use them as a straw to drink coffee.
How do
Yeah,
you do
I-
that?
What?
You bite off both ends and then drink coffee through it because it's got a soft chocolate center, so the coffee like melts the soft chocolate on the way through. I'm not a fan, to be honest, but that
It
is the
sounds
thing to do. Apparently.
marvelous.
Yeah, no, I just put it in my mouth and eat it.
Yeah, yeah. Just apply to face and press. Just.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea to order Tim Tams in the middle of the summer in the Southeast, though. You
Nope.
need a package of liquid Tim Tam.
Yes.
According to Google, people also searched for Vegemite.
Vegemite on
Yep.
Tim Tams.
Yeah, search for Tim Tam.
Sweet and savory and disgusting.
Savory and disgusting. It's everything you want in a snack food.
It's your mouth. You can ruin it if you want.
Let's put yeast on something delicious. Mm.
So, Oric Stonehaven.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Somebody wants to start playing.
Or Stonehaven?
So, okay, what happened last time? You guys started looking around.
We were waiting on the town crier.
This week? No, not this week.
Not this
I
week.
just finished finals. There's no town crier this week. I'm done with my
Yeah.
quarter. I have 2 weeks off. Next week we'll have a town crier again, but nah, not this one.
Okay.
So last week you guys just started gathering information. You talked to the captain of the guard. Anybody remember his wonderful name?
I have it written down.
Terrason Skilligard.
Skilligard, yep. And we talked to Nihilus at the bar.
Dr. Nihilus. And he was kind of quiet. He gave you a little information, but it didn't. It's almost like he didn't want to be seen talking to you.
Yeah.
Like he's got this reputation to uphold. You saw him in the bar. Tarathiel, being ninjally like he is, followed you guys out and noticed that you were being noticed. Tracked that person down. Went to the oh shoot, what's it called? The pavilion, Lakeside Pavilion, the big public area where they hold
Executions.
special meetings and things like that. It's like a giant gazebo. And then saw where he passed off information or something, spoke to somebody else, and then eventually, as you guys followed back around, went back to I believe you just went to Sky's Treasury. Did some things in there, did a little buying and selling and talking and chit-chatting. And as you walked out, a pleasantly plump woman who you saw speaking to the other person who was being very sneaky came up and just said 2 words, which is what he just said. Oric, dude face.
She said, find Oric Stonehaven.
Stonehaven.
And tell the captain that we've helped. In other words, go
Yes.
away.
Yes. So this middle-aged plump lady comes up, says, Oric Stonehaven, let them know I've helped. And then she just turned and started walking off and went around the corner. And that's where we ended. So
We
now,
also get the impression that this is not Jill, right? Because we kind of had a previous encounter with Jill and the body build doesn't match.
the silhouette would definitely be thicker on this woman, for sure.
Okay.
Thick silhouette.
But
So
we've
no,
seen a lot of appearance magic also.
this is
Like
true.
several places.
This is true.
Mm-hmm,
Could very easily have been masking her appearance with some sort of magic. You would think it would have to be magic because the silhouette that you saw was thin, live, like a gymnast. This person would have to have a lot of pillows to mask a gymnast. You know what I mean? Like she was a plump lady. I feel like I'm really overselling how plump she is. I don't mean to. It's just like, she's a bigger lady. What are you gonna say? She just likes her Tim Tams.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Stonehaven sounds dwarven to me. I guess it could be gnomish, maybe. Or Stonehaven. I guess the only people I can think of to ask around would be the dwarf at the forge.
Okay.
Perhaps. I'm talking out loud, y'all.
Sure.
It's like I'm kind of kicking around ideas about who we could talk to maybe find out who this person is.
We could ask Nalini. Maybe this Auric has been into the pub.
Oh, that's a good point.
Plus, she's fun to talk to. It's fun to make Matt do the voice.
Yeah. And the pub is like a half inch away.
So you guys are going to the Church of St. Cuthbert then to talk. Oh, you said Nalini. Nalini. I'm sorry. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could go to the church as well afterwards. There's a few people we know that know lots of other people. So
yeah,
that was my personal brain fart. I had Jinya in my head. You said Nalini. That's fine. You can go talk to whoever you like. So who would you like?
A Freudian DM slip.
Can we go talk to Warren Stonehaven?
Yeah.
You don't know who that is. You don't know the name.
We're just gonna go. No, you said we could talk to whoever we wanted to.
You can. But you gotta find them.
Thank you.
Say what you mean. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. My vote is to go talk to Nalini because she's just around the corner, and
sure.
Yeah, it's a pub. People be in and out all the time. So
sounds good.
All right, gonna head around the corner, go to the Morkoth's, the Drunken Morkoth.
Drunken Morkoth.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's just after lunch. You guys went and saw the guardsman around lunchtime. It was pretty busy. So you head into the Drunken Morkoth, and you see the bartender back in the back, and Nalini is just fluttering around, bouncing from table to table like a ping pong. Have a seat. And she comes over. What can I get you?
I'd like a ale, some meat, please.
Show.
There it is.
That's all you wanted to hear. I could just do that if you want.
Yeah.
Just anytime he can just do that. He's driving to work in the morning.
Yeah, we'll do a remix overlay on top of. Yeah.
That goes on the soundboard.
I forgot. Heath, did you say talk to Nalini or talk to the bartender? You think?
So
Nalini.
Mike said Nalini.
Oh,
okay.
Farazan will order his usual. I don't know what his usual is. I can't think of anything fun off the top of my head. Probably a
margarita.
Yes,
because it's a tropical area. Remember, like there's coconuts, bananas, all those pineapples.
All the drinks have umbrellas.
Tropics. Yeah, everything with an umbrella you can buy here for just like standard Bud Light price.
I think we said sweet tobacco salad is on the list.
Yeah.
From memory.
Tobacco salad.
I get the. Uh-oh. Heath's feed is going wonky.
Yeah,
oh, no.
I don't know what's happening.
I think we're losing pixels. And for whatever reason, Skype is squishing and cutting it down, and we only get half your face. Oh, it's back. Sorry.
It's going to that whole pass out thing, like
yeah.
He's gone to the negative zone.
Farazan will order a ham and pineapple pizza.
Okay. Show.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Right. Bartender comes out, slaps you.
Yeah.
Fine.
Stand up.
The only way I found that actually tastes good is if you drowned it in sriracha.
That does sound pretty good, actually.
You could eat, if you have that much sriracha, you could just eat bricks. It'd be fine.
Pretty much.
Tastes like an MRE. It tastes just like Tabasco sauce because that's you just
Yes.
dump Tabasco on everything on an MRE and like ooh fruit and it tastes like Tabasco.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you sit at a table, you order a couple of foods, pineapple pizza, meat and beer. Tarathiel, you gonna have anything for lunch today?
I think we already ate tacos. So
That's right. You
Tarathiel's
did.
Tarathiel's not going to eat anymore, but he'll order a beer.
Okay. The lady bounces off, rolls around the room for a while, goes back in the back, and 5 minutes later she comes out with everything in one hand and arm like a professional waitress that she is, sends it down. Here you go.
Delaney, we're looking for someone by the name of Auric Stonehaven. You haven't heard of him? He's not been in.
Auric? Show.
All right. Do you know where he hangs out?
He has a bathhouse at the side of the cauldron.
Awesome.
Southern side, really, because I forgot what the other side was.
A side of cauldron.
Which street is that?
Lava Avenue.
Thanks very much.
Show.
And Tarathiel will give her a tip.
Ah, sweet. Flutters off.
I mean, I do have all of the gold.
Got billions of copper, that's for sure.
No, we fed it all to Boxy. I don't have any copper.
Boxy's the size of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give her a gold because
Okay.
I had it.
Thank you. She wanders off.
Okay.
She describes Lava Avenue just directly south of Cradle Lake. So if you got on Lava Avenue and just followed around, it wouldn't be that hard to find.
Yeah, that's why I figured to ask which street. Like once we know the street, we can just walk in a circle until we find it.
You find it like, oh, I'm getting this.
No, that's good. Southside Lava Avenue. We can
Okay.
find that.
Finish lunch. Half an hour pass. It's 2:00. Head on down to the bathhouse. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You said
I think so. Do we need
You
any?
said he owns.
He owns the bathhouse. He owns a bathhouse.
So, but I guess as we're on the way there, do you reckon this is where the goblins are getting in? Or do you reckon we just have information?
I would assume that the goblins would avoid anything having to do with a bath.
Fair point.
Well, that's.
Do you have
If I-
inspiration?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
No, I haven't. I don't have inspiration. I've been fiddling with the map.
You have inspiration now.
I mean, if I was in hiding, I would hide where people don't expect me to be. So
That's fair.
That's right.
Yes.
That's fair. I was trying to fix
Where it's clean.
I do apologize. I was trying to fix Heath's feed a little bit, so I don't know which number we're going to.
We're going to 31.
31.
Bathhouse. Oryx Bathhouse. Apology accepted.
Thank you.
You go down, it is midday, and you see there's a sign on the wall, a placard beside the front door, and the bathhouse doesn't actually open till basically after hours when people get off work. So that it doesn't appear like it's going to open until 6 o'clock tonight. So a couple hours from now, the doors will open for people to come in. I would like for everybody to give me a perception check, though.
that's not how I spelled Auric in my notes at all.
Oh, rack.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Good.
Less than great.
So the highest was a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody's passive higher than a 14? You no longer have your radar with you.
No.
No,
Okay.
my passive is 13.
Okay. You're in front of Oryx's bathhouse. Boathouse. You're gonna go take a Crater Lake journey.
That would be funny.
Yeah,
This
the
big
boathouse on the-
bath and
yeah.
the people rowing around in it.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
really
the
big
boathouse.
bathhouse.
Crater Lake is the bath. They just push you
Yeah.
out.
That's right.
Give you a bar of soap.
It's a
Yeah.
trebuchet, and they just launch you into it.
It's a slide down the muddy, crappy aisles from all the poop. draining down. Oh, and that's I hadn't mentioned it. It is still raining. It has been raining for several days now, pretty much nonstop. Maybe a brief 30-minute stop of the rain, but it is heavy monsoon season. It is rainy. It's not. Oh, that was a burp. It's not bad enough to where it's like obscuring your vision beyond. It would be more like 50 feet before your vision got obscured. It's constant rain. It's not a heavy deluge, but it is raining. The roads are slick. They're very muddy on the high inclines. No mechanic reasons. I'm just saying that it has been pouring for 2-3 days now at this point.
And it sounds like Matt's been hanging out with from the other podcast.
Well, tonight is brought to you by the letter B, which stands for beer.
Tarathiel uses his magic hat to turn it into a sombrero to try and keep the rain off him, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion, so nothing happens.
It's an illusion. Yes, you're holding an illusionary umbrella. Why are you
it's
so
a really, really good illusion. So the sombrero is drooping from all the rain. It's like a huge AI.
It's a holy sombrero.
Illusions use a lot of processing power on the universe, I think.
I was about to say, like illusions have a lot of ability. Like the higher level of the illusion, it masks what's going on. It reacts to things. So illusion's pretty powerful.
I've always wanted to play like an illusionist, like with somebody that would like really let you be creative with it.
Yeah.
Because I've always had this idea that like if you had the right, like ideas and were able to implement them with illusion, you could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And here you played Farazan.
Here I played a guy with a stick. I imagine if I did play an illusionist, he'd probably have been knocked out the same number of times, though.
Oh, you'd be dead.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if
Farazan makes people see things in a very different manner.
You better hope they don't say versus illusion for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Just whack them in the head with a stick until they see whatever you want.
Tell me you see
concussion.
Tell me this is your card. Whack. Tell me this is your card. Whack. Yeah.
Life is an illusion.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So you guys have found Oryx's bathhouse.
Okay.
It is closed at the moment. Mm-hmm. It'll be open in a couple hours. What you want to
do? All of my plans involved it being nighttime.
Okay. Fair enough.
I guess we can just hang out for a couple hours. Wait for it to open.
We could go and check on Boxy. Did you have any project or anything at Blue Crater that you can work on for a couple of hours? Or is it measured in days?
That's like days and weeks. Yeah.
So when it comes to the box that you dropped off at Crater Lake or at the Blue Crater Academy, that's going to be measured in you doing something. It's not going to be just like, I'm going to spend 8 hours working on this box. It's going to take experimentation, casting spells, attempting to opening it. Like, it's not just going to be arbitrarily opened eventually. You know that it's exuding tons of magic. It looks like like an old Chinese, like a puzzle box. So to say that I'm just going to work 8 hours on it, I don't want you to do that. I want you to like take it and like, all right, I'm going to cast Detect Magic. This, it's going to take some fiddling. It's going to take playing with. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay. So right now it's in the safekeeping of the Wizards of Crater Lake Academy, but they're not working on it. They're just kind of holding it, keeping it safe. Okay.
Yeah, but that's also not go in there for 15 minutes and mess with it, and then come back out here.
You would basically have to go in and like, all right, let's cast Fireball. I mean, or see what assists do. Dispel magic, things like that. Like just kind of figure out how to open the thing. And it would take some skill checks. You may need some help because it may need some tinkering. It is a gnomish puzzle box, so it's just whatever you've got to come up with ideas to try to open it. Think what you might want to try to do.
Okay.
Okay.
We-
No, in that case,
we-
yes.
Well, we could also go to the Temple of Wejas and check on the woman, the torture victim that we rescued. Well, we didn't rescue her, but we brought her body home.
Yeah. See if they've talked to her yet.
Okay. You want to go check out Wejas?
Sure.
I don't know that we know where that is either.
I think
It's
is it like
not hard to
7?
find. It's huh?
Is it 7?
No, seven is St. Cuthbert.
That's St.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's St. Cuthbert. The Temple of Wejas is actually the tallest cathedral in the entire city. You can see it from anywhere in Cauldron. You've never had need or desire to go there, so it's never been brought up. But it looks like a Gothic, like Catholic, dark spired church.
Mhm.
This map here.
37.
Let us not go there. It is a silly place.
Where is this thing? Oh, I know the problem is.
20.
Okay, it's what I've done is I've taken a map that somebody's converted to Forgotten Realms, and now I have to remember what it was originally. Let's see, it's not Quorum. That's
because
Quorum.
the god names have been changed, right?
Here it is. It is number 29, and the map's going to say Pharasma. It's actually Wejas.
That's helpful though. Like, is that the equivalent of Wejas?
Kind of. Yeah, Wejas is so just in being in town and spending a couple of days and talking and whatnot, and just basic knowledge. You guys are from Greyhawk. You know who Wejas is. I mean, it's not some hidden esoteric kind of god. He is the god of death and renewal. The Temple of Wejas here in Cauldron, they have a crypt. They keep, if you're rich, you have a lot of money, you get buried in the crypt. If not, you get turned to ash and thrown into Crater Lake. They're the ones that take care of the dead bodies. They're the ones that identify if they can. So they are basically the crypt keepers. They're the they're the mortuary, or what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. People that hear
Morticians?
Mortuary. Thank you. They're basically the mortuary of Greyhawk, but definitely the mortuary of Cauldron. You approach the temple, which I wasn't ready for, so you're an asshole. Hang on.
Yeah.
I just gotta
We're
find.
winging it.
Are we?
Well, then
Okay.
don't make the place we want to go to closed.
I still haven't decided what Farazan, like if he would kind of know the normal deities. Like I guess as we're kind of being introduced as players to them, he is too, because he's new to Cauldron and he's only experienced his life on the mountain. So
Yeah,
this is
you're
still
basically
kind of
a
new to him,
nomad.
too.
Like,
Do
yeah.
they have a specific kind of religious belief system in the mountains, do you think?
I don't know. I think it's more like tribal knowledge and ancestors and things like that. They they tell the tales of the great Goliaths of the past and that sort of thing. But them being so close to the sky, and I would assume that there would be some sort of reverence of the clouds and the sun and the moon and the sky and the stars and that sort of thing. But I don't know if I've looked that up.
I think they also consider themselves part of the ordering of giants. So you've got all that, as far as the giant hierarchy, and of course the giant gods. So
and plus Goliaths aren't actually originally part of Greyhawk, so we're building this. So if you say they worship the sun, the sky, and the stars and things like that because they're close to it, that's the way we're going. And we'll figure out if there is already an established god in Greyhawk that has that kind of group, or whatever the word is. I can't think right now. Domain, yes. we'll go with that, and you can pick one. That's kind of the cool thing. Why I was excited to play Greyhawk was it's just unwritten.
Mhm.
There's just not much written about it, so we can just kind of make up whatever the hell we want. But you are standing before the Cathedral of Wejas. It is large. Like I said, it's made out of a black stone, which most of Cauldron truly is. It's volcanic rock or obsidian or something like that. Large, long spires. Step inside, and almost immediately you're met by an acolyte.
Can I get a pamphlet?
Pardon me.
I was kidding.
How may I help you?
Do you do package deals on cremations?
He sounds like Lurch.
You rang.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really good. Yeah.
We had a body sent here to try and find out what happened to them, and we're just checking up.
I see. Do you have a name or a description?
She was brutally murdered.
Tortured.
We don't know her name.
When did you?
We brought her here it was less than a week ago.
It was yesterday.
It was Valentine's Day.
Was it yesterday?
Less than a week ago, you weren't even in Cauldron. I mean, you've been in Cauldron 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right? It's been 6 months in game
26
time.
episodes.
Yeah. It's like 1 month is a day. So you brought her in more like 36 hours ago. It's been a little bit of time. But anyway, you describe her. You brought her in from Jadaroon, or however you want to describe it. But he nods. I recognize who you're talking about. What can I help you with?
Have you had a chance to speak with her?
We have, and we have interred her as well.
Did she have any family or anything?
We couldn't determine. All she did was scream when we spoke with her.
Did she scream anything useful?
Not for us, no. We attempted to find out if she had family, but the last remnants of her memory of being alive were in pure agony. And that's all that she would reply with.
Thankfully, that's over.
Depends on where she went in the afterlife. But we guided her to her final resting. We did cremate her and spread her ashes upon Crater Lake. Were you of relation?
We were the ones that recovered her.
I see. You are the heroes that have saved the orphans. I see. My name is Calmus. I am delighted to meet you.
You look delighted.
This is my delighted face.
I think he's using delighted as in without light.
I'm darkened to meet you.
Farazan will ask, says, did any of your companions make a drawing of her so that we might take it around to identify her?
No, that's not standard what we do, but for a small donation, I'm sure that could be arranged. It may at this point be a little off since we don't have an actual face to base it off of. But we could try.
Actually,
you pay for a portrait of her and you just get back a picture of Ash.
just a bag. It's our most recent picture.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's great.
Actually, when Farazan got his Battle Master level, I took proficiency in painting and drawing.
Okay.
And kind of the idea behind that was, the motions that one uses to paint the training that one uses to train oneself to paint accurately, replicating the forms and things like that, kind of mirror the martial practice.
Okay.
But since he is proficient and he's one of the ones that saw her originally, could Farazan do some sort of drawing or painting of
Absolutely.
her? Okay.
So is there a skill set involved with that? Do you have calligraphy or something like that?
Proficiency in painter's supplies.
Oh, perfect. Give me that roll. You're not going to do it right now, obviously. It's going to take you some time. So whenever you decide to sit down and try to make a drawing of this woman's face, that's what you'll use for sure.
Okay. Would that be... So I've never quite figured out how to use tools in 5th edition. So okay. I know I get the proficiency bonus because I'm proficient with the tool, but
yes.
The stat?
The stat, for this one in particular, I'm going to go with intelligence because you're going based off of memory.
Can I use a really heavy brush and use strength?
Sure.
These are lead-based paints.
Lead-based paint.
But you understand, like, you're trying to draw this woman's face from memory from several days ago. If you had her beside you, you could use Dex. You could use a more nimble thing. But for this particular check, basing yourself on memory, so you would be an intelligence check plus your proficiency because you're using your painter's tools.
Okay.
I mean, you're depending on what level of what degree of detail you want to do. It could be, stick figure, and then paint some ash, like Mike was saying. It depends on the role as to how well the picture would resemble.
Okay.
If you, the good thing about this is you have 2 judges with you, and if we look at that and go, Farazan, it's a stick figure. You could try again.
It's garbage. So, Khaldun, do you have?
You just don't appreciate art.
Do I have? That's a great question. Let me look real quick.
So you could use your intelligence check to make a minor illusion replica of her face, and then you could paint from that and do like teamwork.
I do not
skill. Oh well, there goes that idea.
Never mind. So I could use firebolt.
Yes.
And like scorch a picture into the ground. It looks like this.
I've actually got a really good friend who Jason went to school with. That's part of his medium. He takes and he burns images into wood. It's really amazing.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but anyway, so based on the fact that you're using your own memory to do this, it would be an intelligence check with proficiency bonus from your painting tools.
It's unfortunate.
And I would say take an hour. I mean, you're not trying to do a Rembrandt. Did he do faces? No. Picasso?
Yeah, I'm afraid that when Farazan does this, it's going to be more like a Picasso.
Yeah. I forgot the year.
I like the for the poetry of it. I just love the idea of Farazan going and sitting at the pavilion next to the lake and just remembering this woman.
But you sound like
essentially a toothpick in his hand.
Well, I'm thinking of the very beginning of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the Vogons. Vogon poetry. You're up there like, and everybody's like, you're causing torture. That'd be amazing. So yes, you can attempt it. You would need to, set yourself up and take you about an hour.
Okay. So Farazan withdraws his question to the acolyte.
Too late. You already asked.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You want me to pay for a portrait? Screw that.
Is there anything else?
Not for me. Thank you, Kelmus. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Farazan will hand him 2 silver and thank him for his for the work that they did.
He bows. Eats it.
What?
It's Foxy. Ah! No. He takes it and puts it in the pouch.
Mouth pouch.
But he's
And he's got kind of a weird, creepy vibe to him.
Mm-hmm.
But after you give him the silver, he bows. And you got that? He bows and just kind of bows himself away. Like he's bowing towards you, but he's walking away. He's not alone. There's several other priests and acolytes of Wejas, but he was the one that came to talk to you.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I have any other questions. I can't think of anything other than what we've already asked. I mean, they didn't identify her, so meh. Thanks.
So they typically,
can we go?
It's not, when you think about it, it's not really their job to identify.
Yeah.
Like the police, the police, the guardsmen would do that kind of job. They send the bodies to them to just take care of the remains, so there's not rotting bodies all over Cauldron. They just take care of the dead.
That's a good point. Did we speak to the guards about the torture victim?
You haven't?
No.
I don't know that we send the body. We gave the body over to the church, right?
Yeah, to Jenya.
You did.
To Jenya.
And Jenya said she would deliver it to the temple because that's what they do. They take care of the dead bodies.
So the only thing we could ask the guard about would be like if there's a missing person, maybe.
Possibly.
But there's probably many missing people. I don't know.
There are lots of missing people.
We have no idea how long this woman was missing for, really.
Correct.
It may be better if we take the time to actually produce a picture, because then at least we can show it to them and say, are you missing this person? But then they may not have that detail either. They may just...
Okay.
This is all true information.
I'm not just a pretty face, or even a pretty face.
You're always a pretty face with that hat.
That's right. They don't call me Mike Pretty Face Minutillo at all. In fact,
I just made that up, but I'm going to try to spread that rumor. Please help.
In fact, most people when they look at him say, "Ah, yeah."
That's right.
Gosh.
I don't know. Has anyone else got anything to do?
Well, I think we've probably taken at least an hour to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's halfway around the city. You spent there some time. Yeah, it's been an hour. I mean, you don't have to do anything. If you want to just wait till 6, that's cool.
Yeah.
I want to give you the opportunity. If there's something you want to do, you can do it.
Let's see.
You ain't no face, Lieutenant Dan.
Thank you, Caleb.
Yes, thank you very much, Cal.
Let's see. Checked on the body. We checked on the guards. Bathhouse isn't open.
And the bathhouse was from 6 till midnight, so it's not like just a couple hours. It's once it opens, it's open till midnight.
Okay. Yeah.
And remember, it gets dark early. Like it's starting to get dark now because the cities are high rises, the sun's going down. It's very, very cloudy. Like it's almost dark now at this point.
How tall is that wall?
Which wall?
Well, 40 feet.
Yes. Outer wall is 40 feet of obsidian all the way around the city.
Okay.
And the buildings, it's like Hong Kong. They build up instead of out because there's no room. So you've got these narrow alleyways and these narrow roads where the sun is blocked unless it's between 11 or 10 to about 2. Beyond that, it's dark. Every alleyway, every road is pretty much dark because of the angle the sun goes way down. So it's dark and creepy night. Stormy night. It's a dark and stormy night.
There's going to open up an umbrella factory.
Yeah.
Start selling umbrellas and galoshes.
And actually from this area, you can see down in Crater Lake, you see multiple, and not just priests of Wejas, but you see priests of all the faiths in Crater Lake. They're down at the lake, and you can see them casting spells, and that's them cleaning the lake. Because all the filth, all the refuse, and the pee and the poop runs down the river into Crater Lake, and that's pretty much the primary job of all the priests on a day-to-day basis, is just to clean Crater Lake of all the filth.
Just imagine like, there's a priest of Wejas cleaning up the lake, and then like 5 steps down, there's somebody just pouring ash into the lake.
You throw the ash out there to clean.
It's clean ash.
Yeah.
Sterile.
It's ethically sourced ash.
Free trade ash.
So you're saying that anybody that drinks out of the lake is actually participating in cannibalism?
Yes.
Well, no, it's clean. And ash.
Clean cannibalism.
Wait, okay. Yes. Clean cannibalism is acceptable and not against the law in Cauldron, for sure.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
I need an adult.
Yeah, really. I don't know what to do with this information.
I need somebody that's not evil. Can I get somebody that's not evil, please?
Someone go get Lurch.
Can I speak to someone else?
Great.
But I was thinking that the Temple of Wejas gets paid for both services, which just is hilarious. Like,
It's a great business model.
Dirting it and cleaning it too.
this just has big industry written all over it. They're causing a problem and solving it and getting paid for both.
It's a
amazing.
vertical monopoly.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I mean, other than going and finding a quiet spot to paint, Farazan doesn't have any ideas. Well, Jamie doesn't have any ideas, so rolled an intelligence check, and it came up low.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just wait for the bathhouse to open.
Sure.
Yeah. Other than that, if we put our heads together and rolled an investigation, a company investigation check, would that point us in any direction?
Depends on what you're looking for with your investigation.
I don't know.
I mean, just like, I want to investigate things. Like,
Yes.
well, give me a little direction.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, before we leave, before we get, like when we get outside or when they get outside, Farazan will say, if we have no further plans, I will take the time to make a drawing of the woman as best I can.
Okay.
And then I guess probably the quiet spot would be down on the lake, right? On the pavilion?
Yeah, if you want to go down.
Are there parks or things of that nature, kind of open spaces? I see some greenery.
The Lakeside Pavilion would probably be the perfect place. It's where people come out and draw the lake or draw the sunset or things like that. It's one of those artsy kind of areas. Whenever it's not being used for government purposes or any kind of celebrations, people are down there just picnicking and things like that. So yeah, it'd be perfect. Okay. And it's covered, so the rain, your paper won't get drenched as you're drawing on it. So yeah, if you want to go down to the pavilion and spend some time doing your drawing before you go back at 6:00, absolutely.
Okay.
And give me an intelligence check +2 for your proficiency in your art stuff.
And could we aid with an intelligence check to try and correct details as we watch?
One note.
Yes. You can both help him and say, no, the eyes are a little closer. Yeah, like a cop drawing or whatever.
Yeah,
you call
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Tarathiel does not aid.
Okay. I think it's automatic. Do you have to roll?
It's advantage. That would be like advantage, right?
Yeah, you'll give him advantage if you assist.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So Farazan, you have advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Her face was on the front of her head, Farazan, on the front.
I don't know how to make the roll.
See a milk carton blow by and their faces there like, oh, this is so much easier.
So I figured out how to do this because thieves' tools, and this is where we might run into a problem. You need to find the tool in your equipment and click on it, and then you can roll it from there.
Or you could just roll D20 twice.
If you click on the equipment, there's a use tool button that shows up.
You're both right.
looking for it. You guys vamp for a second while I do this.
Has anyone seen Batman? It's been a while since we trotted that one out.
I know. It looks like guess a new face, or is that a face? Do you call that a face? Shoot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw a new name. Brand new Square Goey.
And
the U's in the wrong
Twitch.
spot.
Squarigui.
Squaragowie.
That's probably better. Yeah. Cowards having them all.
Ooh, I hit a roll.
Hooray!
Cowards enjoying it. I don't even know if we need to be here. I think Cowards just having fun on his own.
I know, exactly.
Yeah, this is the Coward Show.
That's his help looking over the shoulder.
Did you castle his ear and his nose?
Okay, 18.
18. Oh, that is a very good rendition, and the two of you agree it's a good picture. You have done a good job.
Good job.
Yes.
You probably didn't need to draw the multiple stab wounds and the slit throats.
It's a really good job. That's horrific.
One eye hanging out. Like, you've done it perfect. You've done it major justice.
Yeah, he did a what's the show? The bones, where they reconstruct the faces with the
yeah, with the clay.
Yeah, with the clay.
That's really cool.
That's what it looks like.
It blows me away that they know how to do that stuff. Shocking.
You have medical training, can't you do that?
Sure.
Excellent.
Not well.
I mean, how are you going to know if I'm right or wrong?
Right.
As far as you know.
Bones, for God's sake.
Feel free to send Matt a skull and have him recreate the
Yeah.
faces.
I have the skull. It is in my backyard.
Exactly.
Yes,
okay.
you have done a good job. You have recreated this woman's basically like a bust.
Yeah. Okay. So he will, take that, roll it up, and put it into a like a case or a bag of some sort. We have a bag of holding, don't we?
Scroll tube.
No.
Kind of. No.
Kind of no.
Not anymore.
Kind of no.
Oh, right.
She took it with her. She
Okay.
had the bag of holding.
No-ish.
Okay, I forgot. So yeah, I put it into like a scroll tube so that it doesn't get damaged, and then Farazan will say, should we go to the guards with this picture, or maybe post it someplace where people could see it?
Well, Nalini has turned out to be a great source of information. Maybe we can ask her.
That is a good idea. Let's go.
To Nalini.
Back to Nalini.
Let's go to the copy shop and get like 1,000 copies made. We'll just put them up around the city.
Go find the cleric Xerox.
Yeah, I was going to say, does anyone here worship Saint Xerox?
So you're going to go back to the drunken Morkoth, talk to Nalini, show her the picture. Hey, do you know who this is? Is that essentially...
Yeah, because, I mean, she may have been an adventurer. Adventurers come here.
Sure. Show it to her. She looks at it, cocks her head almost 90 degrees to the side, like looks at it upside down.
Yeah, he flips it over.
Lets her eyes unfocus like she's looking at one of those old paintings where everything comes together in a new picture.
It's a sailboat.
I'm not sure.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. We are doomed.
This is the way the world ends.
Can I hang on to it?
It's my only copy.
Okay.
At least let me sign it.
X.
Yeah, X.
Yeah.
Just puts a big F in the corner.
In gnome.
Yeah, he signed it in Gnomish.
Gnomish F-Road.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And you hand it over to her, and she walks over to the bartender, and she's got it unfurled, and you see her talking to him, and shakes his head. They talk for a second. She takes it. She tacks it up on the wall.
Oh.
Farazan looks down at Khaldun and Tarathiel and says, "She's ruined the canvas. No respect for art."
I think you're a published artist now.
Yes. No,
she puts 50 silver underneath it.
This is yeah. This is your first gallery exhibition. I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, 18 is better than 7. So
this is for sure.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'll tell my grandkids about this.
So what we're seeing now is a change in Farazan's career path, because people are going to start contacting him for art, and Farazan's like, "You go crawl around in the caves. I've got some portraits of dogs to make."
I'm gonna put down the axe and pick up the pin.
I got a wedding to go to.
Swords to plowshares, kind of thing.
I mean, the pin is mightier than the sword, right? So
yes.
Depends on how hard you swing it.
He's pretty strong. He can swing it pretty hard. But yeah,
it's a finesse weapon.
It's a finesse weapon.
Farazan could kill someone with a sponge cake. I'm pretty sure. So
with his new gloves, yeah, he definitely could. I guess it'd probably be a good idea to go ahead and make a copy. I assume it would be easier to just either sketch out or paint out another copy so that we can carry one around with us.
Yes.
Okay.
Take you at the same time another hour, but the DC would be much easier.
Okay.
And you could use dexterity instead of intelligence.
All right. So Farazan will ask, "Do you think I should make a copy to carry with us?"
Sure.
I just envisage like you sit down and start painting, like looking at the painting, and just a queue forms in front of you. People just show up like, could you make that out to Steve?
I can just see Tarathiel also just bumping his elbow as he's drawing. Like,
this just turns into a signing.
Oh gosh.
So they can assist, so you won't get advantage, but you can attempt,
right.
and it won't be. It's much easier having already something. You're basically tracing. You're a tracer.
Oh, you said not advantage this time?
Not advantage, just your standard dexterity plus your
proficiency.
Proficiency, yes.
Okay.
All right, 11.
About 11.
That's fine. That's fine. You have a very good copy of what you drew.
Okay. All right.
And right about now, it's 6-ish.
Okay.
I guess the two of you, like hanging out watching him draw, probably had a few more beers.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know about you two, but I'm ready for a bath.
With goblins.
Yay. It's what I always wanted.
I prefer soap, but okay.
I think the goblins are pretty gritty. They would be able to get off the dirt very easily. Scrub with them. But yeah. Let's go.
Pumice goblins. All right. Yep.
Gold.
Okay. Yeah.
Comedy gold, Jerry.
We're making a clip of that one.
You guys are just entertaining yourselves. I'm just going to sit here and just watch.
Someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
All right. To the bathhouse.
So you guys head down, go around Ash or Lava Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the bathhouse, and as you approach, I would like perception checks from everyone again.
Again.
Try not to
More.
screw it up so
More.
much this time.
I'm as good at perceiving as I am at painting.
Tarathiel, you have
22.
a good number there. Cut in 16. Okay. So basically all of you guys, as you're approaching, you come up to Oryx's bathhouse, approach the front door with the intent of going and, knocking on the door. But as you approach, you see very, very obviously to you guys across the road, across an alleyway from Oryx's bathhouse, you see somebody that is paying very, very close attention to you as you approach Oryx's bathhouse. And he notices you noticing him, essentially.
Yes.
And as you approach,
does he notice us?
Yes, he noticed you noticing you. You notice them.
Okay.
As you approach Oryx's bathhouse, he steps out, and he looks like a thug. I mean, like just an average,
Thug.
average human size, ratty kind of clothing. He's got a short sword at his side. Approaches you guys, and behind him there are 3 others coming out of the shadows.
Uh-oh. Art critics.
It's the bath police.
What's your business with Oric? Huh?
Was going to get a bath.
Really?
Why do you care?
It's my job to care. What's your business with Oric?
It's none of yours. Stand aside.
Well,
he
we're
pulls
gonna
the staff off of his back.
Okay. The front one looks at you and just kind of sneers a little bit. Looks at the 3 behind him. And as he turns his head back around, his face shifts into like a half rat man. And the 3 behind him shift into hybrid were-rats.
Don't like it.
Fun.
And we'll roll initiative next time.
Oh, dang it. I was like, yay. Oh, don't.
Yeah. First sounds like smash.
I want to beat it with a stick.
I was ready.
I want to see if Faizan can knock one of them over the wall from here.
Yes.
Just points toward the lake.
Home run.
That would be a hell of a
crit
hit.
home
That
run.
would be some serious, like, pointing at the lights kind of action.
Mhm.
Cool.
Just kind of choke up on the long staff and say 4.
All right. So we're gonna snapping their fingers. West Side
Oh, West Side.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
West Side rats.
I've been watching Scrubs, and there was an episode in I think the first season where they did a very they're walking down the hallway snapping their fingers at the other guys. I thought it was pretty good.
All right, guys, we're going to pick this up next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. Same bat channel, same bat time.
Any other announcements
Thanks.
for the folks, Matt?
No.
Any new favorite characters on the Almighty Pod?
Almighty? You know what? I've never listened to it.
When does it come out?
Is that the one that comes out on Monday? And on my notes, Monday.
And the Patreon for
Jamie,
release.
do you have any announcements you'd like to make?
Yeah, I just figured we've been doing it at the beginning, but forgot to do it this time. I believe,
my lead's been broken the last 2 times.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Rocks and Rune Lords, the regular releases come out on Wednesdays. And the Patreon releases come out Sundays. And
I was going to say, who cares? Join the Patreon.
Yeah, get on the Patreon and get them on Sunday and chat with people in the Discord who 3 days early. It's great.
Yep.
I want to know if there was a bump after the last one. Not this one, just gone, which hasn't gone out to the patrons yet, but the one before.
Was there what?
I want to know if there was a bump in patron patronage. If people were like, "Oh my gosh, I want to know what happens next." It ended.
There was honestly. So first, Kill Spice, thanks for joining us. I'm glad to have you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you could catch it live too. This last episode, the one that came out last week, there wasn't an increase in Patreon, but there was a lot of chatter.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It became very, very popular on our Discord channel. People talking about what happened, and I mean, it's come out now, but I still don't want to spoil. Like, if you want to know
don't spoil it.
Yeah, if you want to know what's happening, check it out.
Yep.
We're on episode like 136 or something, right? Yeah.
It is fantastic.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I was glad to do it. Very, very glad to do it.
But yeah, come to the back patio, join the Discord, hang out. We've just started a new Descent into Avernus Playboy post.
Oh, really?
Just getting through character introductions now, and we managed to cajole Adam into joining as well. So
Oh Lord.
If you want to read along with that, we have 6 players, so we'll see how long we can keep that up for.
Do y'all roll dice in that?
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Well, that's good.
It's all electronic dice.
It doesn't matter. He's notorious for just rolling crap all the time.
Dice hate him. I think he personally upset. Is it Nivi Rombodazzle, the polychrome? It's the gnomish god of luck and gambling.
Oh jeez. That's funny.
I think he's upset her. He killed her cat or something.
It was a long time ago that he did that.
I don't think it matters. I don't think the deities really care.
Yeah, what's time to them, right? Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
everyone.
running. This was a lot of fun, Matt, as always. So
Thank you.
here's to another half a year.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months. That's unbelievable. It does not feel like it's been 6 months. Wow, it's amazing. But be ready to fight 4 were-rats when you come back next week. This ain't going to be easy.
Cool.
That's one thing I've noticed about this adventure is like there's not a lot of fights, but they're tough. Every fight is kind of a challenge. I mean, you've had 1 or 2 that's been like, just smear. But every fight's a challenge in this adventure path.
Well, also because the person that props us up in combat is not here. So
That's true.
Yeah,
I have made adjustments. But still, it's a tough fight.
Yeah, instead of 3 were-rats, there are now 4 were-rats.
Right. It was
That'll
17.
It was 17.
Yeah. Challenge ratings are linear.
Challenge rating are linear.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Completely.
All right,
All right.
guys. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you all.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Y'all.
good night.